Hello everyone, here we are again for another session of Seller's Choice Tutorials. In this tutorial, we will learn how to target audiences on Google Adwords. Google Adwords may not have the deep interest targeting Facebook is known for, but it certainly has much targeting as it has data available. Google's primary advantage is their breadth of exposure, whereas Facebook is limited to their own site. Targeting ads is an essential part of a successful advertising campaign. You may have designed the perfect ad, but you need to show it to the right people at the right time to better reach your goal. AdWords offers different ways of targeting your ads, and we will walk you through on how to set up your target audience. For those of you who don't know how to create a campaign in Google AdWords, check this tutorial first. We will go directly to the device selection and then to audience targeting. So let's get started. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Device selection. The reason on why this device selection is very important is because you'll be able to narrow your reach on certain devices. Your device may show more frequently on the device you target. Let's say that I am selling casings for Samsung S9 Plus, or let's say an app that would only run for that device. There's definitely no point in showing ads for people who are using their computers or using their Apple device. So, once you reach the device section, the default setup is for this ad to show on all devices. Select the set specific targeting for devices, and there will be additional options. Uncheck the devices that you don't want your ad to be displayed. Mobile apps ads are those banner ads that appears at the bottom or at the top of your screen. Mobile app interstitial ads are the full screen ads that covers the interface of their host app. They're typically displayed at natural transition points in the flow of an app, such as between activities or during the pause between levels in a game. Mobile web ads, on the other hand, are those banners or ad results that appear when you are using your mobile web browser. Specify the device model and operating system by clicking on the respective links. Specify the network. I recommend that you only use Wi-Fi, and the reason behind that is that if they're using their mobile data, then they might be driving or out for a walk or doing something else and doesn't really have the time to view your ad. Frequency capping is on how often the ad is going to be displayed on the same user on the selected device and network. So just input the number of impression or in how often this ad will show up, indicate the frequency and the level about where you want this ad to take effect. Location options is pretty self-explanatory. Use the recommended setup, which is to target people who show interest in your targeted location, as well as exclude the people who show interest in your excluded location. If you know how to make a data feed, then you can enable dynamic ads. For content exclusions, I recommend putting a check on DL-PG or most audiences with parental guidance. Well, those are kids, so what's the use in showing an ad for them? Unless if you're selling toys or anything for kids. The audiences section is where you can remarket, in-market, or indicate certain habits or interests. Just click the link and put a check mark on the desired trait or a certain interaction or a similar interaction from your typical buyer. On the demographics section, just uncheck those who you don't want to include. I typically uncheck lower 50% or unknown household income. Well, if they don't have enough money to spend, then they probably won't bother your ad. Well, again, this is just my personal opinion. It still depends on what you're selling. Content targeting. This is where you can specify a keyword that your customer placed in the search browser or search field. Remember that search field that says powered by Google search? If the keyword match with those that you have indicated, then that is the time that they will place your ad on top of the search results. You can either use the keywords that are on your website or indicate your own keywords. Just make sure that you have your website in the link field and it will automatically search for the keywords that direct people to your website. It is up to you if you wanted to pick one of those keywords or just add all ideas. For automated targeting, since we have indicated our target audience, better disable the automated targeting by selecting no automated targeting. This is very important that you select that option, because if that option is not selected, then all of the settings that you've done earlier won't take effect. After you've done all the targeting setup, you can now create your ad. The campaign won't run without an ad. If you want to know how to create video ads, then just visit the previous tutorial. Everything is pretty plain and simple. Just upload the photo. Indicate the short and the long headline, as well as the description, the business name, and the final URL. The right side is where you can see how it appears when viewed on the website or in mobile. Once you're all done, just click the Create Campaign button and you're all good. You should see your campaign listed and active. And that, ladies and gents, are the things that you need to know in targeting audiences in Google Adwords. I always recommend that you spend time in doing research on your target market. You also need to research more on the demographics of your typical customers, the age bracket, the income, and location. This is to ensure that your ad is going to be more effective and brings a lot of conversions or website traffic. Just so you know that we have a lot of tutorials and webinars on bits of advice on how to run and the applicable techniques for your e-commerce business. You can always visit our site at sellerschoice.agency and browse through our huge compilations of webinars, tutorials, and blogs. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button to stay tuned. See you soon!